महापापी कलयुग का अंत करने वाले श्री कल्कीधर भगवान की, सतयुग को चलाने वाले श्री कल्कीधर भगवान की, गौओं ब्राह्मणों साधु संत महात्माओं ऋषियों मुनियों तपस्वियों की रक्षा करने वाले श्री कल्कीधर भगवान की, राक्षसों दैत्यों असुरों बुचड़ों को मार मुकाने वाले श्री कल्कीधर भगवान की, मत्स्य कच्छ वराह नरसिंह वामन परशुराम श्री राम श्री कृष्ण बलराम श्री बौद्ध श्री कल्की जी श्री हरि भगवान जी के दशावतारों की, भगवान जी के सर्व स्वरूपों नामों अवतारों की, सर्व तीर्थ धामों वेद शास्त्र पुराणों की, गंगा माई की, यमुना माई की, सरस्वती माई की, तीर्थराज प्रयागराज की, भक्ति देवी की, तुलसी देवी की, श्री हरि नाम संकीर्तन की, युग धर्म श्री हरि नाम संकीर्तन की, श्री हरि नाम संकीर्तन की, हरे कृष्णा मूवमेंट की, गुरु परंपरा की, श्री चैतन्य महाप्रभु की, पंच तत्व की, 6 गोस्वामियों की, गुरु परंपरा की, श्रीला प्रभुपाद की, the greatest religious revolutionary the world has ever seen, Srila Prabhupada ki, our eternal and beloved spiritual master Srila Prabhupada ki, 13th Mahajan Srila Prabhupada ki, you fortunate souls, his followers ki, Hare Krishna.
Oh, can you just wait मेरे ऊपर ही कर रहा है. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. So everybody please come forward. Mataji's, don't block the doors, please. Come forward. Don't be shy. So I'd like to welcome His Holiness Krishna das Swami, Guru Maharaj ki Jai. As I was saying earlier, it's a long journey from Punjab to London, and I really like to thank Guru Maharaj for making this amazing effort to come here for our sakes. So big round of applause for Guru Maharaj. It's a big effort even if you're fit, let alone if you're 81 with a 25-year history of heart problems. So, of course, Radharani is looking after Guru Maharaj. So I wanted to very quickly actually introduce you, Guru Maharaj. But before I do that, I want to thank the devotees who've come from long distances, Guru Maharaj. Almost as far as Punjab is Birmingham. We call it mini Punjab, Guru Maharaj. So Madhu Mangal and Nandini, thank you very, very much. Also from Coventry, Mangala Devi, Dr. Rampal, who's given Guru Maharaj a quick service check. Dr. Rampal, everything okay?
Give a very, very big applause.
From Mr. Guru Maharaj, Hara and Pushkar. Again, I'd like to thank Pushkar. Because of him, nearly finished Chaitanya Charitamrita. He's the wonderful devotee who's put it in a format which is very easy to carry. And Guru Maharaj, you were reading also from Romania, Guru Maharaj, all the way from Romania, come to see you. It's Karman Devi. You saw yesterday. And from North London, many devotees. Vasudev, Sandeepani Prabhu, thank you very, very much. And of course for all the devotees from Croydon, thanks for making the effort. Actually, I just wanted to point out to this Paul, put your hand up. You've come. We conducted one of the festivals which Bhupendra Prabhu organizes, beautiful festival. And who was preaching to you? Oh yes, Kavina Mataji was preaching to Paul, and he came to the satsang here. He follows Buddhism, and he saw Lord Buddha as one of the 10 incarnations. So he was pointing out, hey, there's Lord Buddha!
I know him.
So it's very good. And also we have Hugo, who's got a fantastic humor. Wherever you go, I go. Is that what you said? Yeah. Only last week they had a festival. Again, Bhupendra Prabhu organizes this. He organizes, he's not even there, but look at the impact. So, amazing. So, I'd like to introduce Maharaj to those who come for the first time.
Yes.
Many devotees will not know you. So Maharaj, as I was saying, born 81 years ago. I'll give a very brief summary, because I know I'll get it wrong. There's never been a time when I haven't got it wrong. I remember the Trinidad tour. I must have introduced Maharaj about 20 times. And 20 times he told me off. For the same thing. Trained by his Nanaji when he was young. from an early age to be a missionary. At a young age of 17, Guru Maharaj memorized the Bhagavad Gita. Initiation at the age of 16. Right? How many years? What is 81 minus 16? Where's Partha? There you go. Where is it?
65.
Right. So many years back. How many of us were on the planet when Guru Maharaj was initiated?
No one.
Really? No one. Krishna. It's amazing. Of course, yeah. Don't get smart. He was initiated in the Brahma Sampradaya, which is the Sampradaya that we are following, which is very important, as we will see a bit later on.
This Gaudiya Sampradaya is the branch of Brahma Sampradaya. It is called Brahma Madhava Gaudiya Sampradaya. So Gaudiya is the branch of Brahma Sampradaya. But I belong directly to Brahma Sampradaya, not to any branch. Branch only came when I was convinced by wonderfully pure devotee of the Lord by Srila Prabhupada. He talked to me directly, convinced me, and made me join Hare Krishna movement.
So Guru Maharaj is just stolen the thunder. I might just sit down, eh? So Maharaj also served as headmaster, and some of that strictness is still there. He was ordered by his spiritual master to go to the UK, and literally within a few months, or even maybe 1 or 2 months, Maharaj had packed his bags and come to the UK in April '66. And as Guru Maharaj just said, and his order, the order of Guru was preach Krishna consciousness, Sanatana Dharma. In '73, Maharaj met Srila Prabhupada, and I always remember when you say this, that at the first meeting in the manner you went in as Grihastha and you came out as sannyas.
That's right. That is Srila Prabhupada's transcendental power. Nobody going to him to see as a householder, but coming out of his room as a sannyasi.
And the amazing thing was that Guru Maharaj said, of course, I will help support you in your mission, but I have to seek the permission of my spiritual master. And when Guru Maharaj wrote to his spiritual
initiating Guru.
Yes, initiating Guru.
Pandit Tarlochan Dev Ji Maharaj Parampar, Shri Nishkalank Mahadham Vishnupuri Mandar Khaira Dona Kapotra Punjab Bharat. Harinam initiation in 49, when I was 16 years old. My date of birth is 2nd June 1932. But full initiation, Gayatri Mantra, Guru Mantra and other mantras, Utpanna Akadashi 1950. So 63 years before. Yes. And then Guru Maharaj, which he said about Bhagavad Gita, Guru Maharaj asked me to memorize Bhagavad Gita. If a Guru says something to do, that is not a Guru's order. Actually, that is Guru's blessing. And Guru gives you the Shakti and power and intelligence so that you can do it. When Guru Maharaj asked me this, I took the holy dust of the lotus feet of Guru Maharaj, put on my head, and started memorizing Bhagavad Gita. And Bhagavad Gita is not very big Shastra. Only 700 verses. That they were also spoken in the battlefield. So when somebody is in the battlefield, can't take a long time and can't speak thousands of verses. That transcendental dialogue from Golok between the transcendental Guru and transcendental disciple. Krishna himself became the Guru when Arjuna surrendered to Shri Krishna. He accepted Shri Krishna as his Guru. and surrendered to him as a disciple. Where it is? You can ask where it is. 7th verse of the 2nd chapter of Srimad Bhagavad Gita. Arjuna surrendering to Sri Krishna, accepting him as Guru, and the Lord accepting him as disciple. Lord's every pastime, every act is so wonderful, so transcendental. Can anyone be initiated in the battlefield? But this is what happened. Arjuna was initiated by his eternal Guru in the battlefield. Lord, every activity, every pastime is beyond this intelligence. Only surrendered souls can understand, and nobody else can understand. So, Lord was in a hurry to impart that transcendental knowledge. The Supreme Person spoke the supreme word, supreme knowledge to his topmost devotee and friend, Shri Arjuna. So, only 700 verses. It took me, because Guru Maharaj blessed me, so it took me only few weeks to memorize. What are 700 verses? But only in those days. Where Guru Maharaj hand on my head. He just wrote everything on this computer, and I was simply to recite. श्री गुरु महाराज जी के चरण कमल की जय, पंडित त्रिलोचन देव जी महाराज परमार की जय.
Yes. So, Guru Maharaj, I want to ask Krishna to take the mic away from you. Stop, keep disturbing me. Yeah, please stop. So, subsequently, Guru Maharaj renounced the family. Of course, it wasn't done irresponsibly. The children were grown up and married, so they were independent, and his former wife was left in the care of the children. Shri Guru Nitai ki jai. Subsequently, Guru Maharaj traveled around the world. He's still traveling around the world preaching, and especially in South Africa and Mauritius, the UK. These are the main fields of preaching. Many disciples in these countries, and we are very lucky to have his presence with us for 8 to 12 weeks. 8 to 12 weeks. In this occasion that is here, we've asked Guru Maharaj if he can speak about Bhagavad Puran, the Srimad Bhagavatam, and he has agreed. So we're hoping to have satsangs on a very regular basis in the weekdays as well. So we will be announcing the next series of lectures that Guru Maharaj will be giving. So in the meantime, I'd like to ask Guru Maharaj to please bless us so that we can become Krishna conscious and try to learn like you learned from your spiritual master, the Bhagavad Gita, and so many other scriptures as well, so that we can progress in our spiritual lives and stop being the foolish rascals, shall I just say it, the donkeys that we are at the moment. So, Guru Maharaj ki jai.
Hare Krishna. प्रिय माताओं, बहनों, भाइयों, बुजुर्गों, बच्चों, सत सनातन धर्म के अनुयायियों, आप सभी का इस सायंकाल के सत्संग में आने के लिए हार्दिक स्वागत है. और आप सभी को श्री राधा वृंदावन बिहारी की ओर से बहुत बहुत आशीर्वाद. राधा वृंदावन बिहारी जी का, बांके बिहारी जी का आशीर्वाद जो भारत से चलते समय उनसे मैं आप सभी के लिए अपने साथ लेके आया हूँ। राधा बांके बिहारी की
जय।
श्री श्री राधा वृंदावन बिहारी की
जय।
You must, if not all of you, some of you must have heard what happened in June, during the last 2 weeks of June, from 16th June onwards. What happened in Uttarakhand? Uttarakhand, northern parts of Bharat, which is famous as Devabhumi, Rishi Bhumi, Tapabhumi. What happened there? I wanted to explain about that. And that is why I have gone to the extremely beautiful verse. Although all are beautiful because they are spoken by Krishna himself. Lord Vyasadeva is the incarnation of Shri Krishna. One of the 24 incarnations of the Lord is Lord Vyasadeva. Lord Vyasadeva is Shri Krishna's incarnation. Actually, Lord's incarnations cannot be counted since the creation. Innumerable incarnations. But 24 are very famous among those incarnations. And again, among the 24, 10 incarnations of the Lord are extremely famous. Mach, Kach, Varaha, Narsingh, Varaha, Mach, Kach, Varaha, Narsingh, 5th Vaman, 6th Parshuram, 7th Shri Ram, and 8th Shri Krishna Balaram, 9th Lord Buddha. These 9 incarnations have already taken place, as mentioned in Bhavish Puran, Padam Puran, so many other Puranas. 9 incarnations have already taken place. There are mentioned 10. So please be certain, be sure. If 9 incarnations have taken place, 10th will take place. Whether somebody likes it or not. Many people are very afraid of this 10th incarnation of the Lord. They are trying to escape. But if a pigeon closes his eyes when sees the cat, will the cat leave him? So if the sinful people or the so-called devotees in disguise, if they are afraid of this incarnation of the Lord, they are not afraid of, because they are also sinful. They are in the guise of the devotees, but not devotees, not standard soul. Still the victims of lust, anger, greed, attachment, pride, envy, jealousy, backbiting, finding faults. That is business. Devotees' business is not that. Krishna instructs in Bhagavad Gita in the 16th chapter. Devotees' business is to make everyone Krishna conscious, God conscious. And also making them know it is that Lord Himself, our eternal Mother and Father, they appeared 5,000 years before in Brajbhumi of Shri Krishna. Not Vasudeva Devaki. No. Nanda Maharaj and Nanda Rani. And all the cohort boys and girls, people living in Gokul, they all left that place. So similarly, the parents of Radharani, who were living in that village, very small village, very poor people, raw. And you should go there when you go to Mayapur, Mathura, Vrindavan. You should visit the appearance place of Radharani, our eternal Mother, the most merciful Mother. So Vrishbhanu also left along with the people of that village and went to Barsana. Nanda Maharaj and all they all went to Nandagaon. And similarly, Radharani's parents, they went to Barsana. They left. Due to the onslaught of Rakshasas, Daitas, Asuras, demons. Parents are always about their children. They do their best to protect them. So that is why all the Gokulvasis, under the instruction of Nanda Maharaj, decided to leave. And they went to Nandagaon. And similarly, King Vrishbhanu Maharaj, he also decided to leave, to protect. So I was telling that though they appeared 5,000 years before, but then again, Lord very mercifully to help the people who took birth as human beings in this most degraded age to Krishna and becoming Krishna conscious. He himself appeared. Actually, both of them appeared, our eternal parents. Srimati Radharani and Kanhaiya, they both appeared together in one body as Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ki Jai. Unfortunately, due to the influence of this most degraded age, Kali have forgotten Krishna's instructions, Bhagavad Gita, but then he himself appeared to preach Bhagavad Gita and Harinam Sankirtan, Yoga Dharma, chanting of the holy names of the Lord, congregational chanting. Lord himself started this Hare Krishna movement. People are mistaken if they think this movement is started by Sri Chaitanya. This movement was started 500 years before by Krishna himself. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, actually we call him Krishna appeared as his own devotee. So who is Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu? Sri Krishna. But there he appeared at that time as the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and he never hid himself. Of appearance, he showed, I am here, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Never hid himself. That is the main difference between the pastimes of Lord Ram and Shri Krishna. Lord Ram never told about himself. He kept himself hidden. The Supreme Personality of Godhead first must read Ramayana so that he becomes civilized, cultured, an ideal human being. First we are to become human beings. We may be in the body of a human being, but we are not human beings, actually animals, as Srila Prabhupada used to say. All animals. Then what is the difference between animals and so-called human being? Difference is only of legs. They are four-legged animals and we are
Two-legged.
We are two-legged
Animals.
Animals, yes, fill up the blanks. So extremely important to read Ramayana so that you become an ideal human being. You learn the values, you learn the qualities of a human being, of a man. Qualified human being. Not by name, not by body. Only then, when you understand human values, then you can understand spiritual values, otherwise you can't understand. So that is why Lord Krishna, who never hid himself, then again appearing as Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu as his own devotee. Because the people became extremely degraded. Not only in other countries, but even in Bharat. Due to the bad association, wrong association of the Daita. They fell down, they became degraded. They became a personalist or atheists. So Lord himself appeared. Radha Krishna both together appeared as Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, as his own devotee, to teach us Ramayana, making ideal human beings, then to teach us Bhagavad Gita, so that we become pure devotees of the Lord, surrendered souls. And the third thing, how to become a strong devotee, advanced devotee, self-controlled devotee. What means sannyas? Who is an ideal sannyasi? What are his qualities? All the three purposes together in the personality of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ki Jai. Most merciful incarnation of the Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ki Jai. Most merciful incarnation of the Lord. To protect. And that is why Lord formed Shadbhul, six-armed form, to his pure devotees. He showed them. Only to his pure devotees, new devotee. Showed them. Because they knew here is the Supreme Lord. They were pious souls, eternal associates of the Lord, pure devotees, eternal companions, coming from Golok with him. Lord in one satsang. He is a six-armed form. Showed them, don't worry, I am Ram. So in his One hand dhanush and in the other hand ban. Then showed them, don't worry, I am that Krishna from the upper Yuga. Lord showed his flute. Showed them, don't worry. In this form, which is famous as Shri Chaitanya, is a sannyasi. Then he's showing his sannyas, dand and begging bowl. Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ki Jai, Panch Tattva ki Jai, Shri Goswamiyon ki Jai, Hare Krishna movement ki Jai, Prabhupada ki Jai,
Guru Maharaj ki Jai.
So then Lord himself preached Krishna consciousness. He started this Hare Krishna movement. When need came, then Lord empowered his pure devotee in Golok. After empowering him, sent him to Bharat. Go, I started this movement in Bharat, movement out of Bharat and spread all over the planet. Shri Krishna Chandra Bhagwan ki Jai, Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ki Jai, you fortunate souls ki
Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Uttarakhand is so important, so respected, topmost holy place. Wherever Lord appeared, they all are holy place. They are all are Golok. They all are spiritual world. Why special importance to Badrinath Dham? Lord himself appeared as a Narnarayan. Lord himself sets the example. As he appeared to set the example, who is sannyasi? What are his qualities? That is why Lord took sannyas. Don't be bogus sannyasis and bogus gurus. Be qualified. He took sannyas at the age of 24. Had just got married and took sannyas. Nana, see the condition. Poor life of that poor Dharmpatani of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who had to live as a sannyasin all her life. Just got married and immediately Lord takes sannyas. That is called tyag, that is called renunciation. So Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu actually repeated his pastimes, many pastimes, which he performed as Lord Ram, and also repeated many pastimes which he performed as Shri Krishna Chandra Bhagwan ki Jai, and also as a sannyasi. So similarly, to set the example, how to perform austerity, how to perform tapasya, how to purify our existence, whole body, how to purify it. Lord himself appeared as his renunciant, performing tapasya, austerity. That was just him, that only mission. How to perform tapasya, how to perform austerity. How a sadhu, how a devotee of the Lord lives austere life. What means austere life? What means sadhu life? What means brahmacharya life? What means sannyas life? Appeared as a Narnarayan. One incarnation out of 24. Now here I remember Mauritius. Since last February and March, wherever I go, I glorify Mauritius. But to explain further, not actually Mauritius, but Mauritian Hindus. Mauritian Hindus. Nobody could defeat ISKCON. And nobody can. Who is founded by Srila Prabhupada, who can defeat it? Why I say ISKCON defeated? Though no one can defeat, but it has been defeated. Who defeated Mauritian Hindus? How did they do it? They did that what ISKCON couldn't do. ISKCON should have done. They failed. And they did it. Nowhere in the world outside Bharat, incarnation, 24 incarnations of the Lord installed. But Mauritian Hindus did it. They installed all the 24 incarnations of the Lord. They are very active. In Bharatiya Mahasagar, where there was no holy place. No holy place. But they are so fortunate, so blessed, so intelligent. Where there was no holy place, they brought holy place. They made holy place and made that place famous. And now when that time comes, South Africa and other neighboring countries, other islands from Bharatiya Mahasagar, or nearby countries, even people from Bharat, they go there to join them in this celebration because they took a holy place there. And what is that holy place? There was one very big, huge and very deep. They couldn't find so far depths of that lake. They couldn't find that right. Then British, they couldn't find. And they were calling it Pari Talav. Pari is Bharatiya word for a fairy. Fairies come from other planets, that is what the people say. I don't know, I never saw that. So people were thinking in Mauritius that fairies come from other planets to that lake, holy lake, and they enjoy there. They perform pastimes there. They take bath in that lake. And thinking. It looks to me Lord got pleased with them and gave them the intelligence. And they started thinking, we are very poor people. Very poor. We can't go to Bharat. We can't go to Ganga to purify ourselves. What we should do? Because Ganga ji is there in Haridwar, Jamuna in Bharat. Jamuna ji is there in Bharat, Saraswati in Bharat. Bharat, Sarju ji in Bharat, Dwarka in Bharat, Rameshwaram in Bharat. Krishna, Godavari, Gomti, Narmada, Tapti, all in Bharat. We can't go there. And Lord Krishna in Bhagavad Gita is saying, among the holy rivers, I am Ganga. Krishna is saying, I am Ganga. And they started thinking, because we are so poor, we can't buy the air ticket, we can't go there. It is better we bring Gangaji here. Mauritian Hindus ki Jai. What wonderful thought they got. We should bring Gangaji here. If Bhrigu Maharaj, who was the ruler of this earth planet, tapasya, and was able to please Gangaji, was able to please Brahmaji, was able to please Lord Shiva, and brought Gangaji to this earth planet from Brahmlok. And no Gangaji is on this earth planet, in Bharat can't be bring here. Only some purified intelligence can think. Such credit goes to Mauritian Hindus. Why they think thought like that? Because originally they all are from Bharat. Their forefathers went from Bharat. Actually they went from Uttar Pradesh. They went from Bihar. From that area of Gangaji Jamna. They merge Ganga Jamna Saraswati. And they merge and get the same name, Gangaji. All plains from Himalayas, from Uttarakhand, up to the east coast and then merging in the ocean. 1,000 miles journey of Gangaji, and it is called Ganga, and purifying the people. Forefathers, they went from Uttar Pradesh and from Bihar. They had been taking bath in Gangaji and were purified, and they remembered Gangaji. We should bring it here. So then what they did, because they were thinking like that, who were devotees, and it's a very small island, very small, and government agreed, yes, this is a very good idea. We bring a Gangaji here. They requested the Bharatiya government, Bharatiya Sarkar, Rakshasi Sarkar, the demoniac Sarkar of Bharat. Present day Bharat is not Vedic Bharat, degraded Bharat, where an Italian woman is ruling. They couldn't find any ruler from Bharat. A lusty woman, prostitute, travelled from Italy all the way. To catch Bharatiya prince. And foolish Rajiv fell victim to, married to Surupanaha. And that Surupanaha is the ruler of present day Bharat. That is why so degraded. I am comparing Hindus from who left Bharat to Mauritius and who are there, what they are doing, falling victim to Maya, to Surupa. And ears were cut by Lakshman. Lakshman Maharaj ki Jai. Shri Shavatar Shri Lakshman ji ki Jai. Shri Shri Sitaram Lakshman Hanuman ki Jai. Rajiv said, very good. They rejected you. And Lakshman cut your nose and ear. Don't worry. I give you more years and more. Ruler of this country, come on. We got. Poor fellow fell victim due to lust. This is how lust plays, how Maya plays. So there is in Bharat not Krishna culture, Sonia culture. And when Mauritians started thinking like they did it, then they thought about this Parita law, such lake and all that, and we go there, we take bath. We bring Gangaji there. Then they went to Bharat, got a lot of Ganga Jal from Haridwar in different pots. Mauritian government helped. The there. Brahmins were invited, holy people invited. Havan yagyas, recitations started and continued for months. And towards the end, that Ganga Jal which they brought from Bharat, from Haridwar, then all those pots, that Ganga Jal was poured into that Pari Talao, and it gave the name to Ganga Talao. Ganga Talao ki Jai. And then after that, they built one temple, Lord Shiva's temple, then built another. Otherwise that is jungle, that is forest, there was no house and nobody. This is where they brought Gangaji and they did and changed the name of it. Salt of worship. Celebrating their festivals there. And then after a few years, when I went to Mauritius in 89, the general of the forces, his name is Mr. Dyal, he is still alive, and he was general of the forces there. He used to come our temple, Hare Krishna movement he makes. And he met me there. He came to see me. He heard that there is some sadhu sannyas. So then he invited me to the headquarters of the forces in cantonment, and I went there and I spoke to the army and then to police force. And then he took me to this place, Ganga Talab. His own office was there, and some army people living there, he himself living there. But only tents. But his house was pakka built and all that. And he was behind that. He got that Lord Shiva temple built there. Because when Gangaji came from the spiritual world, no one could control Gangaji. So Gangaji was not coming. Gangaji refused. Told Bhagirath, I can't come. No one will be able to tolerate my force. If I come, the Sattva planet will go to Patal. So who can carry my burden? Who can't tolerate my force? Then Bhagirath Maharaj performed tapasya to please Lord Shiva. Because except Lord Shiva there is no so powerful. When Lord Shiva became pleased and he told Bhagirath Maharaj, okay, now you invite Gangaji. Then again Bhagirath prayed to Brahmaji and told Lord Shiva has agreed. And he will receive you, Lord Shiva will receive you on his head. Shankar Bhagwan ki Jai, Ganga Mai ki Jai. And Ganga Mai immediately agreed. Lord Shiva, he will receive me? Yes, I am coming. Started descending. And the Lord Shiva on the Sattva planet, on the Shivalik hills, Kailash Parvat. On the top of Kailash Parvat, Lord Shiva stood up and opened his matted locks and received Ganga. Shankar Bhagwan ki Jai, Kailashpati ki Jai, Ganga Mai ki Jai. So that is why Lord Shiva's temple was built there. Lord Shiva is there, it means Gangaji is there. They brought Ganga. How the intelligence of the devotee works, understand this. And when I went, and so he took me to his place. It was a little difficult for me to walk to the top of the hill because I went there after heart attack. After my bypass, I got a heart attack in 87 and in 88 was a quadruple bypass and 89 went. But I went. After operation I was feeling okay and was traveling all over the world, even to islands in Atlantic, Mediterranean, and Bharatiya Mahasagar and others. And went to Anant Vijaya and Avadesh's places as well, in Caribbean. Island to island. Trinidad is the most important. Why I said? Because there I stayed. Wherever I was going, coming back to Trinidad. So afterwards, when we finished, and he knew we don't drink tea and coffee, so he had already made the arrangements of fruit and milk, and it was there. Otherwise it is fresh and there is nothing available. So he took it. Then we were sitting and I talked to him. I said, Mr. Dayal, he said, yes, I give you one very simple, humble instruction. So my request is, do you like to hear? Or I should not? He said, no. You are sadhu, listening for the first time, coming from Bharat. I want to listen. What do you want? And I said, you are the commander, general of Mauritian forces. You haven't done what you should have done. He became little. Usually like that. He said, what is that, Maharaj? I said, well, Arjun was commander-in-chief of the forces. And Lord Krishna imparted his eternal transcendental knowledge to the general of Pandava forces, commander-in-chief. He was the top general of the forces. Here you are the top general of the forces. But you haven't brought Shri Krishna here. That knowledge, you haven't got Bhagavad Gita. No, Guru Maharaj, I got Bhagavad Gita. I said, you got. But where there is no Krishna, how you can understand? Krishna spoke Bhagavad Gita to Arjuna, to general, great general. So many generals came on Gaurva side. Every day they were changing generals, commander-in-chief, because they were. But throughout the war, there was only one commander-in-chief, one great general. No one could slay him, could kill him, from the very beginning up to the end. And he survived, he was protected. Who did it? Shri Krishna. So as a general, receive that transcendental knowledge, Bhagavad Gita from Krishna. And if you want to survive any battlefield, bring Krishna here. And he immediately agreed. And he said, okay, are you coming next year? I said, yes, if you invite me. Why not? Sadhu Swami is to go who invites and preach. I am preacher. If you invite me at night, midnight, when I am asleep, I immediately get up. He said, okay, Maharaj, when you come next year, Shri Krishna will be here. So again I went in 1980, and I went. I already knew I am coming. And he came to the airport. You see me. When devotees came to the airport, he also came to the airport. So then I requested the president of Phoenix Temple there. I said, well, he's general. I met him last year and we had some confidential talk. He has also come. So please don't mind, but let me travel in his car. So then in his car, I went to him. Next day he invited me to his house in the capital of Mauritius. Went to his house, took prasadam there. He brought me back to the temple. So then he asked me, Maharaj, you asked me, so now temple is there and Radha Krishna is there. And when you like to come? I said, no problem, I am ready now. So whenever you're ready, I am always ready, day and night. So then I told him that next week there is Shivratri. And people are coming from so many countries, especially African countries. Mauritius is near to African continent. They coming there. That place became so famous, and now extremely famous. So on Shivratri I went and I took bath there and Ganga Talao, not Pari Talao, not fairy lake. And we steadily thanked him, blessed him. And he started regularly coming to our temple. Then he started helping our temple a lot, like anything. At the time of Janmashtami, he said he will bring the marquee. All the tables, chairs, all this furniture needed, he will bring. You have nobody about that. So we had nothing to spend. At Janmashtami time, he arranged for everything. Big, huge marquees, small tents, and all furniture was brought by him. And he started helping. General Dayal, his surname Dayal. They are 4 brothers. And his one brother is the priest, Pujari in that Lord Shiva temple. So then every year when I was coming, finding more buildings coming up. But all temple, all the religious organization and building temples there. And that government has the law that anyone wants to make, want to build a temple or mosque or gurdwara, holy place, government will help. So government helps there, and they helped. Within few years, all around, temples, where all just forest, started building. Such beautiful. Then the next within 3-4 years, they built a very high platform, and on that the deity of Lord Shiva. More than 100 feet high, very high. From very long distance you see that deity in the open. Every year something new happening, every year. So then they built other temples as well. Then so much people started, and they made parks for the cars, vehicles and all. And and it became beautiful village. And now we can call it a township. Every year, all work is being done by government gives grants, and other remaining money they collect from the people among themselves. And some visitors also, they are so happy they give donations. So this year when I went there, on Shivratri, so I said, oh, this is new. Already done publicity. People were mainly going there. I said, why? Then they told me, your god brothers, god sister, they all went with me there. They said, this is the temple opened today on Shivaratri. Temple? Yes. Lord Shiva temple? No. Lord. I said, what? They said, here the deities of all the 24 incarnations of the Lord are installed. I couldn't believe my ears. I said, we couldn't even install the 10 deities, the most famous 10 incarnations of the Lord. And they did 24, they said, yes. But due to weather, I became very tired, very ill, and pains all over the body. I couldn't go, but I told all of them, go. And the devotees who had come with me, your god brothers, who came with me from South Africa, they brought me to Mauritius. I told them, they went in, they had the darshan. But I was resting in the car. So I said, okay, you bring me tomorrow. So I kept fast. So I told them I shall open the fast after having darshan of the deities. So next day, because I was fasting and wanted to have the darshan of the deities, I didn't take even my medicine. I said, मेरा व्रत तो तभी पूरा होगा ना जब darshan पूरा होगा. My व्रत will be complete when I have the darshan of all the 24 deities. Lord Kalki, who is going to destroy this age, Kali. All non-devotees. No more any Raksha, Daita, Asura or Butcher will be there. Pure devotees of the Lord will survive. That is why people are afraid of this incarnation. As written in Bible, he will appear on white horse, and there will be very long sword in his hand. Lord Kalki's incarnation is mentioned in Quran as, but they haven't written as it is written in our Puranas, Vedic literature. 10th incarnation of the Lord, Lord will appear, Bhagavan will. There they have mentioned what is written in the Bible, a man riding on the back of a white horse. So who is that man on white horse? This is also is Lord Bhagavan ki Jai. They all know Kalki Ji is coming. Why are they afraid of? They are afraid of because they are not pure. They are afraid, oh, he may come and he may not kill us. Oh, foolish people, even if you are killed by the Lord, you are fortunate. Still you are dying a beautiful death. Not as glorious as the devotee. Devotee is devotee. He achieves topmost liberation. There are 5 kinds of mukti, 5 kinds of liberations. These people get lowest. They can again come. And they do come. They come back to this permanent stay in the permanent world, eternal world is only for the pure devotees. Non-devotees can't go. But who are killed by the Lord, they do go. But they can't stay. They have no karma of devotional service. They never surrender. So they fall where Mayavadis like to go, impersonalists. Light, light, light. महामूर्ख के पुत्रों ये लाइट कहाँ से आई? तुम्हारे बाप ने जगाई जहाँ लाइट। Who pressed that button? काट के उल्लुओ। So no one should be afraid of Kalki. Even if they are killed by him, still they are fortunate. At least they will have the glimpse of the spiritual world. They will see the light and come back. Because they get the light. They get the light. When they fall back, because they remember that light, they start performing loving service to the Lord. They have to perform. They have to go Badrinath. They have to perform tapasya there in a Himalayan caves, pleasing Lord Narayan. Then they will go back to spiritual world and will never come back. Lord Krishna has said in Bhagavad Gita, who comes back to me never comes back to this material world. Punarjanam na vidyate. Who achieves me once, attains me once, and comes to this spiritual world, comes to my planet, never falls back to the material world. Shri Krishna Chandra Bhagavan ki is given by him. Na tad bhasyate suryo na shishanko na pavaka yadgatva na nirata nivartante tad dham parmamam. John, my planet, my world, spiritual world is not like this material world. There is no day and night because there is no darkness. Darkness is only in the material world. This is only due to matter. That is self-effulgent. No sun is needed, only in the material world. No moon is needed, that is only material world. Spiritual world is self-effulgent. There is never darkness. There is an eternal light. Nobody sleeps there. They always enjoy. Always enjoy. Chanting, dancing and feasting.
Yeah.
What a beautiful life. Bolo, chanting, feasting. Always youth. You never enter any womb. You never become baby, you never become old. No problem, oh my teeth is paining. No dentist is required.
No dentist.
Eternal body, transcendental body. No pain in the ear. No disease, that is spiritual world. No disease, no problem. Dr. Rampal is needed here by the devotees only in this material world. There we all will be on the same level because there is no patient. Oh, can be doctor there? All dancing, all enjoying. No one gets tired. No one gets angry. Everyone like Hanumanji. Hanumanji never got tired, never fatigued, never hungry, never thirsty. Because he had got only one hunger, only one thirst. How to serve Shri Ram? That is surrender, complete surrender. What surrender? We got only pakhand. We all are pakhandis. Bolo, pakhandis. Pakhandis.
Pakhandis.
Be truthful to yourself. When we really surrender, there will be no hunger and thirst. There will be only one hunger, one thirst. How to serve Shri Ram? Bas, nothing else. So many pure devotees are there. Pakhandis, bogus. Where is surrender? If you want to serve Krishna, learn from Hanumanji. topmost devotee. Hanumanji is not any ordinary personality. He is the incarnation of Lord Shiva. Lord Shiva's 11 incarnations, they are called Rudras. And Lord Krishna is mentioning in Bhagavad Gita. रुद्रों में topmost रुद्र मैं हूँ. जैसे नदियों में गंगा कहा, पर्वतों में हिमालय कहा, इस तरह रुद्रों का कहा. This way Lord Shiva himself, his 11th incarnation, who appeared as Hanuman to serve Shri Ram. Bhakt Shiromani Bhakti Avatar Shri Hanuman. And who is able to please Hanumanji, who gets the association of Hanumanji, who is able to get the blessings of Hanumanji, is never defeated in this world by anyone. Always victory waiting for him. Because he topmost devotee. And he only appeared to serve the Lord. Though he always living there in Badrinath area, all these who are immortals, they don't go back, they all are waiting for Lord Karti and they performing tapasya there. Hanumanji is there, Ashwathama is there, Parshuramji is there. They all are waiting for Lord Kalki and they all will accompany Lord Kalki ji. So similarly Hanumanji, whenever Lord appears, Lord Hanuman or Lord Shiva is the first to have the darshan of the Lord. You know, when the Supreme Lord himself appeared as Shri Krishna, Lord Shiva immediately came. He is the first, because he is topmost. You can create any hurdles, any blocks, you can do anything to stop Lord Shiva, not to have darshan of Krishna. But Lord Krishna will destroy that everything. I am waiting for it. And Lord Shiva is being worshipped in Braj Bhumi by gopis in Vrindavan. And here he is called there Gopeshwar. Ishwar Bhagwan ki Jai. This is the question of a determination, strong willpower. If you really desire to do something, then you are able to do. So I was talking about Mauritian Hindus, which was so impossible, they couldn't even dream of, but they have done. So then I couldn't control myself there when I was next day standing there in that temple. As I spoke there, this is the thing which we should have done. ISKCON should have done. But ISKCON failed. And Mauritian Hindus, they won the race. And they have won. They took the lead. They are the first. ISKCON till today couldn't even install 10 deities of the incarnations of the Lord. Machkashvara, Singh, Vaman, Parshuram, Bodha, Shri Kalki ji. And they have done 24. So I was so pleased, so happy there and glorifying. And when I was to come out of the temple, the person, guide who was there, he saw me. And he was actually from Gujarat. He was brought there. They took masons and laborers from Gujarat to build a and there. He came there. So he taken explaining, telling things. So then I said, oh, so you are from, he said, I am from Gujarat. They had brought us here, we had done it. Then how many people you are so? Where are others? He said, no, they have gone back for holiday for 1 month. They will come back. And we are 3 people here. So he said, no. So there is, he said, Gaushala. And I said, what? Gaushala here? All the time raining and blowing and so cold. Nobody living here. Though temples I come on this and pujaris go there all. But at night, in the evening, after performing evening arti, they all leave that place. Their homes. In the morning they come back. I said, Gaushala here? He's here. I said, Gaumata is living here. He said, well, construction is not complete yet. We are constructing, but there are 3 4. So then we went there. Entered such a beautiful Gaushala they are built. So afterwards, I took my prashadam there after having darshan of Gaushala, took a rest, and then I said, okay, now we visit other temples, going. And stood and I was seeing towards the Ganga Talav having darshan there. So for the first time, automatically came out of my mouth. I said, oh well, so many buildings have come, such big township, and so beautiful and so high, and so beautiful deities. Wherever I see this all around temple. This looks to me Haridwar. I feel as I am standing in Haridwar, Har Ki Pauri. Very long, big applause to Mauritian Hindus who have done this. At the same time, I hope and pray that ISKCON leaders, they do something. At least they install 10 deities of the Lord somewhere. Very humbly praying to ISKCON leaders. Repeat. Narayanam Namaskritya Naran Shaiva Narottamam Daivim Saraswati Vyasam Tato Jai Narayanam Namaskritya Naran Shaiva Narottamam Daiving Saraswati Vyasam Tato Jayam Adivye Narayanam, Supreme Personality of Godhead. Namaskritya, after offering respectful obeisances. Naran Shaiva and Narayana Rishi. Lord appeared in that incarnation. That incarnation is called Narayana Rishi. That incarnation is worshipped there in Badrinath, the topmost holy place, the holiest all over this earth planet. Because austerity, Lord Himself appeared to teach the world how to perform austerities, what means austere life, how to live austere life. We were living austere life till Srila Prabhupada was on this earth planet. Since he went back to his spiritual planet, then especially present day, ISKCON, no one knows what is austerity. That is That's why they don't talk about these four principles. We are Maharajas, Maharaja of Patiala. Austerity, tapasya was being performed at Prabhupada's time. There was no bed in any temple, in any ashram. We all used to sleep on floor. There was no hot water in any temple. Even in so-called Great Britain or America, the richest country. When snow is falling, getting up early in the morning, still we had to take a cold bath. And it is so beautiful. No, we wait in long, long queues and shouting others, come out, come out. But they are enjoying very nice hot bath. We are getting late for Mangalarti. Shouting, come out, come out, come out. But at that time, there was no shout. It was so beautiful. No hot water. And I was living in Bari Place Temple, in front of British Museum. Though such long big queue, but no one was shouting. Why? Because they all were already trembling. Snowing, freezing cold, and I have to take cold shower. But see the beauty of that cold shower. I may not break my glasses. Verses saying, and we are waiting, and who are waiting? They already haven't yet entered the bathroom, but already shivering. But as soon as one comes out, the other jumps in. Hare Krishna! Taking 2 minutes and coming out. And all sleep gone. No one feeling sleepy. Everyone active. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Hare. That was Prabhupada's time. That is austerity. Who is performing austerity? Mercy, purity, or cleanliness, austerity or penances, and fourth pillar is truthfulness. These are 4 pillars of Dharma. Himself practicing austerity and making the disciples practice austerity. Who is speaking in these days? 4 pillars of Dharma and 4 pillars of Adharma, 4 pillars of religion and 4 pillars of irreligion. I went to Badrinath ji in 1980. In those days, I was just praying to the Lord to bless me the success. I wanted to install the deities of Sita, Ram, Lakshman, Hanuman ji in manner. But there was a little small group of well-wishers. And they are opposing it. And 2 years wasted. But at last authorities, then they agreed and they shouted at. So because authorities said that, GBC said that, yes, so they had to accept it. And they just said, because Krishna das Swami wants to install these deities, so he should collect the Lakshmi. That I just smiled, just laughed. I said, my dear friends, you are in so much ignorance. If Lakshmi ji wants to come, Narayan ji wants to come, will there be any problem? That's okay, thank you very much. You have actually blessed me. If Lakshmi ji, Sita Devi wants to come, then they don't worry. You have done good to me and I shall collect. I accepted that. And I told Jati and Vichitar Virya and they all had gone to America. After that, when Bhagwan Das came after the fall down of it. Anyway, I said, what they are saying, that's okay. I told them, didn't I? I accept it. If Lakshmi ji wants to come, Sita Devi is Lakshmi. Ram is Lord Narayan. So if they want to come, will there be any problem? I accept it. The same evening, I just went to one person. And he was very friendly. His name, is he still alive, bhai?
No, passed away.
Try to ring. Fine.
Alacha.
Huh?
He passed away.
You are sure? Acha?
Pumadev.
Huh?
Pumadev.
Oh, Bhumadev is devotee, that name also I forgot. Because Bhumadev was the manner. No, I am talking about Madan Bhai being Jnani.
Oh, yeah.
Bhumadev, Chitar Vija, all the leaders, president, national secretary, they all were with me. But this was group. And two people are alive yet. The topmost leader of that group is Krishna. And the second was Akhandavi. And I don't like to name others. Oh, don't worry. I have come after such a long time. Anyway, I finish very quickly. I finish your headache. We were talking in the spiritual world, there is no problem, no disease. There is no headache even. What to speak of? No headache. So I accepted. And this devotee, his Ishtadev is Lord Ram. His name is Magan Bhai Bhim Jyani. And he has his organization as well now. And I went to him. And I went him. Oh, Swami, you came. Didn't came. You never came like that. You just said, I said yes. Just I wanted to come. So I came. Because for the first time went like that. He had no information. Unprepared. So he immediately asked, I need to prepare prasad and did it. So then he was asking. And I said, your Ishtadev is Lord Ram. You are worshipping Lord Rama and having satsang. Because you have invited me so many times to speak on Ramayana. And I have done it. He said, yes. So then I told him, no, I want to install the deities of Sita, Ram, Lakshmana, Hanumanji in a manner. He said, what? In manner? He also knew. What was that? He said, yes, authorities decided. Because they are to increase the congregation. Authorities have decided. They said yes. Then I told him the whole thing. He said, they agreed who were opposing. But they said, I should collect the election for everything. He said, yeah, bring my checkbook. He brought checkbook. He signed the check and gave me. Empty. You can fill in and whatever you need. Give a girl applause to buy my name. This satsang's name is a Jigyasu Satsang Mandal. And there is a name plate. and golden color. So, अगर भगवान कुछ कराना चाहते हैं भाई, उसमें कोई देर लगती है. So those my well-wishers thought perhaps they are throwing mountain on my head, but that was not even one pebble. They thought it will be very difficult, and I went just to one person. And I got everything, just went to one person and got it. Took the check and went to Vichitra Virya. He was the national secretary, Bhumande was president. And I gave him the check. He said, we decided today and today you got it. I said, no, I didn't get it. Sita Mata sent it. She is Lakshmi. So she sent it. But how could you do it? I said, please don't ask me. If you want to answer, then ask Sita Mata. Only she can answer, I can't. She did it because they want to come. Who can stop them? Couldn't believe. He said, then when he saw it is signed but money is not written there. Then I told him, he has said whatever you need you fill yourself. Further he couldn't believe. Immediately he took the phone and rang Jatitha, who was GBC at that time. He said, money has come. He said, already? He said, yes, check is in my hand. His Holiness Krishna das Swami Maharaj has given me check and the check is in my hand. What happened? But he did. He also couldn't believe it. So next morning, before Mangalarti, he just came straight to my room. Oh, you got it? I said, well, Lord sent it. Lord sent it. As I had said, that if Lakshmi wants to come, she will come, God stop. So I said, check is with Vichitra Virya. He said, he rang me. Yesterday, you got it yesterday. And then they announced after Mangalarti that this was a decision made and this duty was of His Holiness Krishna das Swami to collect any money and he had already done. Announcement was made and they would have also believed. Already done? Yes. And then I told that Jaitit, I said, Maharaj, you go today. So they immediately rang their office, got the ticket immediately, and he left for Jaipur and put the order. And I told him we are to install on Ram Navami Day, next Ram Navami Day we are to do it. And the order came. On Ram Navami Day, 1981, Sita Ram Lakshman Hanumanji, they came on their throne. Sita Ram Lakshman Hanuman ki jai.
Guru Maharaj ki jai.
Okay, so now I am little afraid of. So I finish here. I shall explain this verse when I get time. Thank you very much for listening.
So, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Krishna Krishna.